Paul, first of all, your reflection on a good game of football.
Yeah, probably one of the strangest games of football in the 30 odd years, no 25 years that I've been managing. I thought we were excellent in that first half. Should have been 2 or 3, maybe 1, because Ross has made a good save, but certainly we missed 3 great chances. And then all the chances we were creating in the second half, you're starting to think, is it going to be our day? Then it goes 11v10, which we know isn't easy. Then it goes 11v9, which means they drop deeper and deeper, and 11v8 is like defence, attack v defence, like we do in training. So remarkable effort again from Jake McCarthy, very similar to the Torquay United goal. And it broke their hearts really, and I've got to give credit to Eastbourne. I thought that those 9 players, or 10, then 9 and then 8, that they just kept going and going, defending it for their lives. Credit to their manager. But from our point of view, it took a worldie to sort of open them up, and it broke their hearts a bit. And then we've got the ball out wide continually, lots of crosses in, and rewarded with another 2 goals. So from our point of view, it was only about the win. It's so important today to get that win, having, I think, a really good away point at Bath. I think Bath have had an excellent result, I understand, today as well. So, with the disappointment of Manny missing the penalty, has been really overridden by the fact we've had a great home performance.
I think the second half is going to take all the headlines, but I think the first half was a really complete performance from the Hawks.
Yeah, we were right on it. We decided to press high today rather than do a different sort of block, and that worked. But I thought McCarthy's late runs into the box, we played him slightly further forward. Tactically, we just tweaked a couple of bits today. I thought Rooney was excellent. I thought the whole team, I've got to say, Joe Newton, again another masterful left back performance. He's getting better and better. Roberts looks back to his best, doesn't he? He was an absolute threat to them all afternoon. So we're in a good place, but as you know, there's 4 games to go. We still probably need to win 2, if not 3 of those games to make sure. And we start that obviously with Welling on Saturday.
And 4 points from the Easter bank holiday weekend. You must be happy.
Yeah, I can say you always respect a point away from home, and then you need to win your home game. We've done that. I mean, that's 5 home wins, and we've drawn the last 6. I think we scored 19 goals in 6 games as well, which is what the supporters needed to see really at the start of the season. I'd like to thank them for sticking with us, because as I said, after the Oxford City game, it was not an easy atmosphere around the club, between the players and myself and the supporters, but they've been magnificent. I thought their support at Bath, when you go out and you see that 200 plus and their vocal support, and then you come here today and there's 1,200. So they need to be thanked as well, because they've stuck with us. I think after the Oxford game, I remember the 50 or 60 going to Concord, and we lost that game again, and they all got around us and afterwards said, we're all going to stick in there. And I think just by everyone doing that, and believing in what we were doing, has made a huge difference. As has, we knew after the Oxford game something had to change, and it was the signings of Manny Duku, Stephen Payne, and Ben Schroll that have really galvanised the group. They were a massive part of this improvement. But I think that's 7 wins, 3 draws, 1 defeat, and we just need to keep that form going for another 3 weeks. And like I said, the goal at the start of the season, and everyone kept picking me up on it when we were doing badly. The stated aim was, can we get to the first round of the FA Cup? And we had a brilliant day out at Charlton with our supporters. I'll never forget that day out this season. And the other stated aim was to get in the playoffs. And I think if we get there, whilst it's been in a very roundabout way, we had a good start, a terrible middle. It looks like we'll have a good end. Then it's in our hands, the same as anybody else's, then to have a go at it.
And what are your thoughts going into Welling on Saturday?
Well, we watched Welling come back, so that's the game that we watched. We watched the Welling Eastbourne game, and we saw how they played, and second half they went big and strong, and they were deservedly got 3 goals back in the second half. So they're fighting for their lives, absolutely fighting for their lives. We're fighting for our lives to get in the playoffs. So it's another big game, and if I can ask the supporters again, as many as they can, to get up there. If we could have another 150, 200, it just makes a huge difference. And I think the supporters, as I said, deserve a lot of the praise for the return of the form of the team, because we've come back to enjoying playing here again. I think there was almost become a bit frightened to play the players at one time because we weren't performing, but now we are. And like I said, that's 19 goals in 6 games, and I'm just pleased for them really. I'm pleased that that they can go into Wesley, have a couple of pints, and their team's won again.
Lovely, thanks, Dos.
Cheers, Adam. Bye.